Now, we've already talked about the Jimmy Kimmel situation, of course, went down, threatens from the FCC. We're going to pull your license. They pull him off air for 6 days, 7 days. Came back, much higher ratings, all that kind of stuff. Even now, after the ratings have come back down to normal, because apparently his first show back, it drew like 6-something million views.
Yeah.
And that's not including YouTube. That was just the broadcast, when he averages about 1.1, 1.2 million views. Now, that's come back down, but now he's averaging about 1.8 million views, which represents a 50% increase from before they pulled him off air. Now, we're not going to retread on all the political stuff that went on behind the scenes that caused the situation, but this is relevant. As according to Engadget, Disney, because you remember when they first pulled Jimmy Kimmel, a lot of people vowed we're canceling Disney. Well, Disney reportedly lost, get this, 1.7 million paid subscribers in the 6 days that Jimmy Kimmel was off the air. Now, lest you think that that doesn't sound like that big of a deal, when you take average subscription costs, this is almost $1/3 of $1 billion a year of lost revenue as a result of that. Now, that's probably going to be mitigated, because I'm going to make the assumption here, and I don't think it's a wild assumption, that once they reinstated Jimmy Kimmel, that probably a good percentage of the people who had canceled probably then resubscribed. But 1.7 million ain't nothing. That's a lot when you're talking about collecting $8, $10, $12, $15, $17 per month per individual. That leads into the double digits of millions every single month that you're losing out on. And I'm sure a percentage of that 1.7 are going to be permanent cancellations. Maybe not a huge percentage, but a percentage. That doesn't just mean you lost their $15 this month. It means you lost their $15 next month, and the month after that, and the month after that. And if that is like 100,000 people, 200,000 people, that adds up. That's significant. In their genius, Disney said, we've put Jimmy back on air. How can we get everybody to come back now? I know. Let's announce a price increase. Brilliant. Absolutely. Timing matters, Rob. Timing matters in life. Now, to their credit, the price increase was something we already knew in advance was coming. Like, I remember we did a story on this about a month or so ago, that a price increase was going to be coming down the pipe. But timing matters. And the time to make the official, okay, it's here now, price increase is not, and I'm not a Disney executive, but I'm going to go out on a limb. I didn't graduate with a doctorate from MIT, but I'm going to guess the time to make that official announcement is not when 1.7 million of subscribers have canceled and say, well, we were thinking about coming back, but as long as I get to pay more, that's a good idea. It might have behooved them, Rob, to maybe delay the price increase a month or two, let the water settle a little bit, bring the temperature down a touch, get people resubscribing back up. I honestly, I don't know what brain surgeon came up with the idea. It's like, now's the perfect time to implement the price increase. Guys, we want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Zapier. One of the biggest game changers of the past year has been AI. But let's be real, just talking about AI doesn't actually make your day any more productive. What does make it more productive is finding tools that put AI to work for you. And that's where Zapier comes in. Zapier is the easiest way to take AI and plug it directly into the apps and processes that you're already using every day. No IT bottlenecks, no complexity, just results. For me, it's been about saving time on repetitive stuff so I can focus on the work that matters and I actually enjoy. And it's not just me. Over 3.4 million companies are already using Zapier to streamline everything from sales and marketing to IT and HR. With their AI orchestration platform, you can connect top AI models like ChatGPT or Claude right into the apps you already use. So whether it's automatically enriching leads, coaching your sales team, or even resolving IT tickets, Zapier makes it simple. Guys, join the 3.4 million companies already automating with Zapier and transform how you work with Zapier and AI. Get started for free by visiting zapier.com/Campea. That's ZAPIER.com/Campea. Anyway, Rob, 1.7 million subscribers. I don't care if you're Netflix. I don't care if you're Peacock. I don't care if you're Disney. That is a huge knock. I was surprised to see the number was that big, honestly. I really was surprised to see the number was that big. What do you make of that?
Well, I think that, like you said, timing is everything, but a price increase coupled with the most public display of people being pissed at Disney that we've seen in a long time. In our politically charged environment, a lot of people had a lot of things to say, and you speak with your pocketbooks in a capitalist society. I think it was a perfect storm, or an imperfect storm for Disney, as it was, and it doesn't surprise me. But the number's high, but that didn't surprise me either. I mean, how many times it was not an insubstantial, these price hikes. I mean, how many have there been over the last 2 years, and where did it start and where is it ending?
325 of them. I counted 325 price increases. I'm making that up.
Yeah,
yes,
no,
feels
but
like it.
It's like you can't expect, we live in a society now where everybody just expects, as the prices are hiking all around us everywhere all the time, that we'll just roll with it. I mean, at some points, people have got to say enough. I mean, Disney, in terms of a company that charges a premium, they are the least family-friendly. Their content's family-friendly. But in terms of the pocketbook, they are the least family-friendly company that exists in the world. Anytime they can gouge you for money, as you've pointed out at Disneyland, there's no discount Disneyland. Disneyland is the most premium experience you could possibly ask or try and get. And Disney Plus is the same thing. And it's like, if they'll take an opportunity to get a few more bucks from you, they'll do it. And I think they're going to find out moving forward, as our economy tanks even further, that who's going to have time to put up with this? And they're going to wonder, I wonder why our stock price is faltering. Well, because there's only so much people can take before they're like, enough, I don't need Disney that much.
I still stand by this because, I just ripped on them. I still contend, when you look at each individual streaming service individually, that what you get, I don't believe Disney Plus is overpriced.
No, I don't either.
Right? The problem becomes in a landscape where so much of what we consider to be premium content is spread across so many streaming services. Mm-hmm. And now you feel like if you want to stay up on all the big stuff coming out, you got to be subscribed to 6 of the streaming services. That's when everything starts to look like this is unreasonably big. Maybe companies like Netflix and Disney are counting on that to want to put other streamers out of business because people have to pick one or two of the other ones. And I also got to say, as inflation goes up, I recognize, I'm not blind to it. I recognize that means it becomes more expensive for Disney Plus to make their content, and makes it more expensive for Netflix to make their content and what have you. I get it. It just seems, though, like as an industry, all these streamers got to figure out a solution to this, because I get it. Netflix can say, hey, what we give our customers for this $14 a month is a good deal. Disney Plus can say what we give our consumers for $16 a month. By the way, less than 2 Big Macs and a soda at a McDonald's.
Sure.
We believe we're giving you a good value. That's fine. But the streaming industry as a whole, collectively, you're all too expensive, and you got to figure out a solution. I don't know what the solution is. I'm not going to pretend that I know what the solution is, but you got to come up with a solution that allows consumers to get the content they want and allows you to be profitable at the same time. There's got to be a way to do it.
And Disney's, though, has to understand they're at the forefront of the family audience. Family audiences go to Disney first. And family audiences are also probably the biggest audiences that are most sensitive to price. And so when Disney raises their price, it hits harder.
So, guys, question is for you. What do you think about it? We got hard numbers now that in the 6 days that Jimmy Kimmel was off air, Disney subscription services lost 1.7 million subscribers. Now, I'm sure once he came back on there, a percentage of those came back, maybe a big percentage, maybe a mid-number percentage, who knows? But what else does that indicate to us? How big of an issue is this? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.